Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello, and welcome to the stream. How is everyone? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well, and I hope that you guys are ready. Because today, did you remember that it's the 21st night of September? Oh, that was terrible. That was really bad. Dance to the music. Still bad. Happy Earth, Wind, and Fire Day, everyone, and also happy 21st of September. Ladies and gentlemen, today, I am officially christening today the first real day of the busy fall gaming season, or as I have called it over the last 13 years that I've been a content creator, the hardcore gaming season. Why am I calling that today? Well, because today we officially have 2 new releases on the same day for the first time of this season, plus other new releases that already have been out that a lot of people are already playing. And when you have a situation where you have to pick and choose what games you're playing because there's so many great new ones out, that's the busy gaming season, okay? So it starts today, okay? I'm very excited for today. Very, very, very excited, to be quite frank with all of you. I love when this time of year starts because it means that I'm going to have non-stop fun stuff to do with you guys every day. And by the way, not to say that the last several months over the summertime were not good. They absolutely were. I had a ton of fun with you guys. We had an amazing summer-long playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. We had a lot of other stuff that I did as almost like filler downtime stuff. And yes, there were some odds and end games tossed in there that were quite notable. You know, I think it's games like 12 Minutes or Last Stop. A lot of Game Pass stuff in particular. You know, I'm playing Hades right now. I'm thinking of a lot of things that were pretty good, okay? Was it, oh my god, blow your socks off Game of the Year material good? Maybe not, but definitely some unique and fun stuff in there, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the summertime as much as I have. But as of today, this is definitely it, right? Definitely it. The beginning of the big, busy time, all right? So let's talk, because many of you are already playing games such as Deathloop or Life is Strange True Colors. I actually just finished Life is Strange True Colors yesterday. To end that off, for those who were not here, I feel that Life is Strange True Colors is just as good as Life is Strange 1. I actually don't think it's better, but I don't think it's any worse. I think it's pretty much on par with the first game. It's about as long, and it has about as much fun gameplay and some really unique stuff to it this time around. I actually, unlike a lot of the other Life is Strange games, this time around, the game actually made me feel. It resonated with me, with you know, actual feelings that I have, emotions that I've experienced, and made me actually feel. And when a game makes you feel, that means that the writing's good and they did a good job. So, Life is Strange True Colors, great game. Recommend it to anyone who likes narrative style games, and especially if you like the original Life is Strange. This is definitely the best one since then. Now, I'm also playing Deathloop, which I am enjoying. And I've played it 3 times, so I'm about 9 hours in. And I would argue that every time I play it, it's getting a little better. Because every time I play it, I'm getting a new power, a new gun, right? Something new, a new unlock, leveling up a bit. Last time around, we actually uncovered a big part of the plot, which was really neat. And now I'm looking forward to more. Because there's actually a big climactic finale to that plot line the next time that we play on Saturday. It's actually Saturday the next time I'll be playing Deathloop. So, the one thing that I do regret about the busy gaming season is that when a lot of games are all out at the same time and I'm struggling to juggle between them, a lot of the times a game has to wait. And in particular with Deathloop, I'm now liking the game after about a week of playing it. I think it's really good. But now take a look at the situation, right? Now I'm in a situation where basically I can't play it for a while. You know, I'm playing other new releases, and I'm going to have to juggle it with the other releases, right? So, it is what it is. I'm really liking it. I hope that you guys are liking it too, and I hope you'll come back on Saturday if you want more Deathloop. But let's talk about today. Today, Tuesday the 21st of September. Double new release day, all right? First of all, on this first stream, big premiere, Lost Judgment. Now, before anyone gets confused, yes, the official release day of Lost Judgment actually is this coming Friday the 24th. That's the worldwide release date. However, if you buy the digital deluxe edition, which is $10 additional, all right, you get a bunch of extra content, a lot of DLC content for the game. I believe there's like a very small expansion that you get that next month it becomes available. And then you get to play the game 3 days early. All right? Now, being that number one, I loved Judgment 2 years ago. Judgment was actually my second favorite game of that year, and actually was the summer-long playthrough 2 years ago that really fueled that summer. It was the best thing we did. It was an ongoing chill playthrough that was super-duper fun. Okay? I'm very much looking forward to Lost Judgment. I just said this in the stream chat. I said, this game, if it's as good as Judgment 2 years ago, has potential to be a runner for Game of the Year for me this year. Now, I haven't played it yet. I heard of some cool things about it, some of the new side content and things that have been added to the game that I think I'm really going to enjoy, and we're going to find out starting today. I'm very excited. But yeah, if you didn't get the Digital Deluxe Edition, you have to wait till Friday to play it. But I said, man, being that this game was definitely one of my favorites 2 years ago, I'm dying to play it. It's pretty much one of my most, if not the most anticipated game of this whole gaming season for me. I want to play it as soon as possible. So I got the Digital Deluxe Edition. We are playing this on Xbox Series X, which is kind of interesting because it's the first major new release I'm playing on the Xbox Series X. Although, admittedly, you guys can probably expect to see a lot more because I actually get surround sound on the Xbox Series X. So as I'm sitting down and looking at these games that are cross-platform and trying to determine which console do I want to play it on, I might go for the Xbox Series X more often than not. If I'm going to get better audio quality and arguably the same visuals, if the only difference is going to be haptic feedback, I don't necessarily think that the haptic feedback is enough of a big deal to warrant me getting it on PS5 over Xbox Series X. Just being honest. So this is the beginning of that movement of me playing stuff on my Series X, and we'll see what happens. Okay? See, Pedro says, oh, but you can have surround sound on PS5. You can if you're not a streamer. Because the way that it works is, on Xbox Series X, you can have dual audio out. So I can have audio coming out of my controller, so I get surround sound in my headphones, but I can also have that console doing stereo audio out for you guys on the internet, so you can watch the streams. On PS5, once you hook up one audio out, it's done. It can only do it through one thing. It's incredibly stupid because the previous PlayStation consoles all had dual audio out, including PS3 and PS4. They took the feature out of PS5 for absolutely no good reason. They basically skimped. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the console that's going to give me what I paid for, right? The full quality, the full features. That's what I want, and I'm going to get it on Xbox Series X, man. So, anyway, so there you go. Lost Judgment on Xbox Series X. 3+ hours of gameplay today. I'm very excited to jump in. You guys know how much I liked this game previously, and this is going to hit the major rotation starting today. All right? Very cool. Now, I'm just going to forewarn everyone. I'm going to type a message right now. Okay. 2 important things that I'm about to pin as a pinned message to the chat. Number 1, well, I'll just read it. Important mentions of, oh, I forgot the S. Mentions from drama outside. Wow, this is bad. I'm going to retype this. I fucked it up. I got to redo this. Let me reword this because this is actually really bad. Okay. Let me retype that. I botched it. Okay, here we go again. Yeesh. I don't know why I couldn't type that. All right, so let me pin this. So, important, mentioning drama from outside of this stream and story spoilers has always been against the rules here. So please do not do either, or you may face moderation, and thank you for understanding. I want everyone to have a good time today. I don't want people, number 1, to be bombarded with plot elements and things that we don't want to know ahead of time, right? Sadly, with story-based games, people tend to try to ruin things for people. So what I'll say is this, guys: if you see someone coming in here and all of a sudden they do a super chat and it's a ginormous paragraph, I'm not kidding. Chances are it's probably a story spoiler. Every time I see a ginormous paragraph, I don't read the body of it. I just start, trying to skim to see, and if it looks like a spoiler, boop, they're out of here. So just to forewarn everyone, people have done that. I don't want people, obviously, to be spoiled at the beginning of the game, but it is what it is. Now, in addition, mentioning drama from outside the streams is not allowed. This stream is about the enjoyment of gaming, right? Me playing a game, giving you my honest reactions to it, us enjoying that together, having some fun conversation while the stream's going on. It's not about derailing the stream, talking about outside drama, outside shit. As you know, that stuff has always been off limits on my streams. Never have bringing that stuff up been allowed. Okay? So, I hope you guys understand that, and please, no derailing of the stream. The past couple of days, you guys have actually been really good about it, and I appreciate that very much. Okay? Fair enough. All right. Now, later tonight, the late stream is another new release. Yes! Yes! Double release day! I love a double release day. Later tonight, on the late stream at around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, and I say around because I got some stuff to do between the streams tonight, but it is what it is. I'll be here as soon as I can. Kenna Bridge of Spirits premieres over on the PS5. Now, interestingly enough, Kenna Bridge of Spirits had no advanced reviews and no footage of the game allowed on the internet early for those who got review codes for it. Everyone was under a review embargo until this morning. And a lot of people are like, I wonder why. I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Probably because Sony's tired of people fucking leaking everything about their games so goddamn early. When you send out an early release code and you allow for reviews to go out days ahead of time, what happens? People have fucking playthroughs of the game up a week ahead of time. This happens all the time. It's just commonplace now. Remember, when I used to do this just on YouTube, when I wasn't doing streams, but it was just on-demand videos for this channel, I used to be able to go at midnight and pick up the game at midnight. Midnight release. Come home, play the game, put up the first videos that anyone had of the game on the internet. Why? Because no one got advanced copies. Everyone had to go buy the game for themselves and put it up at the same time. The only people who got advanced copies were the major media outlets like IGN, GameSpot, and they didn't put out early playthroughs. But because of this advanced copy early review bullshit process that's happened in the last 10 years, everyone has the entire game up on the internet days early. Right? So my question is, what the frick is the incentive of doing that? I don't even understand why anyone would think that that's a good idea, right? If you really don't want your game to be spoiled and you want people to enjoy it genuinely, all right? Genuinely. Do you think they should be putting out this shit so early? Right? Like, it's just nuts to me that they thought this was a good idea. You know what it really is? Is that a lot of these companies, I feel, are not confident in their games. So if you're not confident in your game, you give out the game early to people so that they will hype it up for you. You pay streamers to hype up a game weeks in advance. So now people know all about the game, and they've heard the game's butt get kissed constantly by about 20 streamers who are popular, and they all made a big fat paycheck doing so. So now their gullible viewers run out and buy the game, right? I would argue that people don't really realize at all. People don't realize how powerful content creators are in the modern era. They really dramatically underestimate the impact of one of these big content creators. Because take a look at certain games over the last 5-6 years, games that were little indie games, rinky dinks no one heard of, where these people play them and all of a sudden now they're virally popular on the internet, right? So that's the deal, is that when you have your game coming out so early, the whole thing gets spoiled on the internet early, so it ruins it for people who genuinely want to play it, but there's also opportunity to have paid shills advertise your game. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, I feel. In the situation here with Kenna is, no one was able to talk about the game on the internet until this morning. No one. And people, for the last few days, were freaking out. They were like, oh, that's a bad sign. That's a really bad sign. If they don't want people talking about it in advance, they don't want people doing early reviews, that means the game must be terrible. It must really suck. That's why they're doing that. It doesn't even make sense. What are you talking about? Right? That doesn't mean the game's bad. It means maybe they just don't want their whole fucking game on the internet, especially because from reports, Kenna isn't very long. Kenna's about 8 to 10 hours long. If you do all the side content, it's maybe 12. So if you have an 8 to 10 hour game, do you want 4 hours of the game out, before the game's even out? I mean, what the hell? So that's my opinion. I could be completely wrong. That's my take, is like, why would you want your whole game spoiled before the game's out, right? So they didn't allow anyone to talk about the game till this morning. Well, guess what? All the reviews hit this morning, and everyone says the game's great. Everyone's like, the game's outstanding. It's shorter, but it's still a great game. This is the first outing for this studio. The game looks great, plays great. It's unique. It's interesting. It's a great PS5 exclusive, probably arguably one of, if not the best one. So give it a shot, especially because it's a discount title. It's only $40. Okay? So, for me, I'm happy about this. Because it doesn't mean that not everyone knows the entire fucking game, right? And we'll get to play it tonight and experience it together and have a great time. So I'm happy, I'm pleased, I'm excited to be playing this later tonight. I actually didn't even get it yet. I'm going to buy it during the break and install it on my PS5 and get it going for tonight's late stream. So that's tonight's late stream. Again, basically around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's been an important change to my schedule this week, so listen up. I am here streaming tomorrow. Okay? I am. I wasn't going to be, but I am. So I am here tomorrow, the 22nd of September, and it's going to be the same exact schedule tomorrow as it is today. More Lost Judgment on the first stream, and more Kenna Bridge of Spirits on the late stream. Okay? So I hope that if you're excited for these new releases, you'll come back tomorrow as well to continue on with me and have some good fun. I am not here on Wednesday. Okay? On Wednesday, try that again. I am not here on Thursday. Okay? Thursday is my day off for the week, where I'll be doing all my normal stuff outside of streaming. And I hope you all have a good day on Thursday. But when I return on Friday, we're going to swing it over and we're going to play Deathloop on Friday as the main gameplay stream. And then Friday night is going to be my usual late night stream of Throwback Street Fighter fun on Friday night. Then Saturday, we're going to do more Lost Judgment, and we're going to pair that with Hades. And then on Sunday, it's going to be more Kenna Bridge of Spirits on the main stream, and we're going to do Microsoft Flight Sim. Now, I am here every day through this week until Thursday of next week, so that means I'm going to be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 6 straight days. Okay? So I will be continuing on with all these new releases and juggling them during that time frame. There is no other new releases during that time frame, which is good. It means I can focus in on these 3. If Kenna really is only 8 to 12 hours, then that means that potentially I will actually beat it in the next week. Okay, if I'm playing it 4 hours between tonight and tomorrow, and then I'm playing it another 3 hours over the weekend, and then I play it another 1 to 2 sets, it's done. We'll wrap it up, which is good. I'm excited to play through a good game, and even if it's short but sweet, I'd rather have it be short but sweet than drawn out and overstaying its welcome. Okay? Now, at the very end of this month, I've decided it's going to be October 1st is going to be the new episode of Ask the King. That's going to be the very first day of October, which I believe is Friday. That is my bi-monthly Q&A show where I answer your questions. Now, I've said many times that maybe it's time for this show to kind of end because maybe there's no real reason for it. Especially being that I basically talk with you guys and answer your questions on every stream every day. But people really seem to want it. They want me to continue doing Ask the King because they feel that it's a legacy show that I've done a really long time and they want to see it continue on. Okay? So, the only way the show can be good is if you guys ask interesting questions. Okay? So, please, by all means, ask. How can you ask? You want to post up on my forums. How do you do that? Well, you could type ! Ask the King into the stream chat at any time to bring up the link, or every 15 minutes or so, the link will pop up and you can click on it. If you post up on my forums, you have a dramatically increased chance to have your question answered on that show. If you don't, then you have 2 other opportunities to post up. On the day of the show, I will allow people to post up questions on my Twitter timeline at They Call Me DSP, or you'll be able to ask questions live here on the stream. Okay? So, please post up. The more questions I get, the better the show is. Okay? I hope that you guys will join me for that on the 1st of October. Then once October hits, holy crap, that's when we really get into the crazy amount of games. So just to give you guys some ideas, okay? Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl and Alan Wake Remastered come out on October 5th. I believe they're now stating that the Battlefield 2042 beta is going to come out. I think they said it was the 6th or the 8th, but it's one of those dates. The beta is going to be that first week of October. Far Cry 6 comes out October 7th. Metroid Dread is October 8th. Back 4 Blood October 12th. That's only the first half of the month, right? So there you go. There you go, my friends. And pretty nuts, right? I'm excited because this means we're going to be constantly busy, like constantly busy with all kinds of new games and fun. And I just cannot wait. I know you guys can't wait either. It's super fun this time of year, man. Now, remember, also for October, I will have Halloween-style decorations here in the office for the entire month. So the stream colors will change. You'll see new pop-up animations that are going to be holiday-themed. There's going to be decorations behind me. In fact, when I have my day off this coming Thursday, I'm going to see what they got out there for decorations. Maybe pick up a few. We'll see. To get ready for the spooky fun. Okay. Hope all this sounds good to you guys. You know, I love October. And, of course, this is all leading up to the big Halloween marathon at the end of October. If you guys are not aware, last night we hit the Tier 2 members goal for this channel. We currently are sitting at 286 members, the most we've ever had on DSP Gaming before. Every single new member that joins is a new record, which is outstanding. That was a great time to become a member. Not only do you get all the normal benefits for becoming a channel member, including a highlighted name in chat, getting a chat crown badge next to your name to show how long you've been a supporter, getting access to all of my emotes, and also not having to abide by the slow mode rules of the chat. But right now, if you're a member, you will be able to nominate the games that you would like to see during the upcoming Halloween Marathon event. All right, if you are a member already and you weren't aware that you could do this, what you need to do is go right to the main page of my channel here on YouTube, DSP Gaming. There's a community tab you can click on, and there's a post there that only members can see. You can respond to that post and let me know what are the games. What games do you want to see? Okay, please do so. I want to get as many nominations as possible. I'm taking those in this week and probably that in through the first week of October. Once all those nominations are gathered, then you will be able to vote because I'm going to make a poll based on the games that have been most nominated. And I've already taken a good look at these, and good variety of stuff has been nominated already. I'm excited to see what else you guys come up with. Now, just so you know, those posts are approve only, meaning you can post up. I want you to post up, but I have to manually approve each post, and I will do so. Periodically during the day, I go in there and I approve any new posts that I see. Okay. So there you go. Good stuff going on around here. I'm very excited that we did hit the goals for this month. You guys have helped me and supported me very much this month. I appreciate that. We're seeing some good growth on the channel. And hopefully, especially now, I knew once we hit the busy gaming season that we were going to see this. We were going to see more people coming to streams. We were going to see more people supporting the streams. And now officially, as of today, the season has started. So with all these crazy amount of games coming out, I guarantee you we're going to see more and more people coming in. Pretty exciting, right? To finally see some growth. I've been doing this now for almost 4 months, and it's been tough. I'm not gonna lie. The transition from Twitch to YouTube is a rough one, but I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I want to say thank you guys all for your support. In particular, thank you to those who've gone above and beyond. We got some people who've done some new fan art recently that's been really nice here on the streams. And we got some people who have made some animations. I'm going to be implementing a couple new animations for the month of October. And if anyone ever wants to submit fan art or animations, you can always email me at darksidefil@hotmail.com. That's the best way to reach to me. I mean, other people have tried tweeting me and doing other things, but really the email is the best way. I just hope it doesn't hit my spam, but what can you do, right? Okay. All good stuff, my friends. I'm trying to think, is there any other odds and ends that I want to mention? I guess what I would say is this. If you're not a channel member, you can still nominate games for the upcoming Halloween event in the open nominations. All right? What are the open nominations? Well, type !Halloween into the stream chat, and a link will pop up, or it'll pop up itself every 15 minutes or so. Click on that. It takes you to my forums, and that's where you can nominate games for the Halloween event if you're not a member. All right? If you are a member, you can actually nominate games there too. So basically, if you're a member, you get a double opportunity to nominate games. You see? By the way, what are the criteria for this Halloween event? Well, yes, you can nominate horror games, but it's not necessary. It has to be games that basically are readily available, not something obscure that I have to buy off Amazon for $100 or can only be played on an older console like PS1 or PS2. You know, it has to be something that's available to be played on a PS3, 4, 5, or, you know, an Xbox 360 or One or Series X or, you know, the Switch. You know, it has to be a console that's accessible. No lengthy RPGs or lengthy games because it doesn't make sense if I'm going to play it for only 45 minutes to an hour during a marathon. Why am I starting an insanely long game I probably won't even get past the intro of? No crappy games that I definitely don't want to play like Street Fighter V, like you guys know. You'll see the criteria up there in the forum thread, okay? Give it a look. Okay. All right. So there you go, my friends. Sega Dreamcast, Sega Saturn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those games would not be easily accessible. Even though those are amazing consoles. Man, I remember back in the day having both. The Saturn was a good console. It was so underrated. Seriously. It was so underrated. Because I remember the Saturn had so many good 2D games. Like games like Guardian Heroes. Or ports of all the fighting games. You could import Japanese versions of games like X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. And they were nearly arcade perfect. Plus the controller for the Saturn was outstanding. A 6-button controller. One of the first ones ever for a console. Oh, man. It was just, it sucked because when it came out, it was already outdated. By the time it came out, the PlayStation 1 had come out, and the PlayStation 1 just had better 3D graphics, and everyone at the time was like, oh, everything 3D, 3D, 3D. So because the Saturn couldn't hang in 3D graphics, it basically failed in the United States. Sucks. Anyway, it is what it is. I digress. I ended up getting, I went to Toys R Us, and I got a Saturn and like 10 games for like $300 because they were on ultra clearance. They were just trying to get rid of everything because the Saturn had failed so badly in the US. They were just cutting their losses. Anyway, I don't know why I'm going on a tangent. Thank you guys in advance for any contributions on today's stream. I'm an independent content creator, and what that means is I don't have any partnerships, I don't have any sponsorships, I don't have any support from anyone outside of the stream. It is you guys and your support during the live streams that keeps me going. That's how I make a living, and I appreciate all of your support, guys. I really do. Everything that you guys do every single day to keep these streams going is greatly, greatly appreciated, okay? Let's talk a little bit about that, all right? First of all, we already talked about channel memberships and the benefits. I would greatly appreciate it if you like the content, if you would become a member. I would really appreciate that, all right? You can also do a super chat or a super sticker. These are ways that you can contribute via YouTube itself. And if you do those things, you'll actually get a message in the chat that's highlighted as a way, you know, show off for contributing. Now, FYI, I will do my best to shout out all of these kinds of contributions, all right? But please understand that they need to be in line with the rules of the stream. No derailing, no negative, disgusting insults and memes from outside the stream that are you know, nasty. And so, FYI, I appreciate all contributions. That's why I go out of my way to give shout outs for all of them to show you guys my appreciation, all right? If you want to help out the most, the best way you can contribute to a stream is by tipping me. Why? Because tips I get immediately, and tips have the least amount of transactional fees taken out of them. When you become a member, or if you do a super chat, those are great, but I keep more of what you contribute via a tip than any other contribution method. All right, just matter of factly. So, thank you in advance to anyone who tips me today. You can tip me in two different ways. You can either type !tip into the stream chat, or every once in a while there's a message that will pop up that explains how to do it. There's a link, direct link. And since tips are so important to my streams and my business, we have rewards in place for different levels of tipping. If I raise $50 in tips, all right, I'll put on the Gunner glasses. Very silly. If I raise $100 in tips, I'll put on a hat of your choice. Now, today I am playing a new release. I do want to wear my headphones for Lost Judgment today. So that means that the hats eligible today would be the digital, the camo, or the fake hair hat. Reason being, I can wear those hats and still wear the headphones, okay? Now, just so you guys know, next month already I have pre-ordered a set of headphones that you wear around your neck, and it's supposed to broadcast the surround sound audio up to your ears without having to actually wear headphones. So, starting next month, once I get those headphones when they release, then I can not have to worry about, oh, what hat I can wear or not wear on a stream. I can wear whatever I want. But I got to get to that point. We're not there yet. All right. So 3 fun hats available for today if we raise $100. And then if we raise $150 of tips, which is the goal for the stream, you guys can pick out a vest for me to wear. And all of the vests are eligible today for the big new release day, including the red, the platinum, the denim, and the gold. These are your favorite vests out of all of them, and they're all eligible for today. All right. Awesome. Cannot wait for the fun today on stream. It should be a good time. All right. I just want to think, is there anything else that I need to call out or bring up before I get to the shout out segment of the pre-stream? No, nothing's really coming to mind. So let's go ahead and get the shout outs. Let's jump first of all into YouTube side contributions. So let me refresh because I don't think this actually is fully updated. Let me refresh here. Okay. So we start off today with Gothi Senpai, who did a super chat and said, I'm so excited for today's stream. Me too. Thank you, Gothi Senpai. Kevin Bernstein did a super chat. Says, for my boys at Dallas, we have the best sports team. All right. Thank you very much. Maximus Decimus Meridius did a super chat and said, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Maximus. It's good to see you here on the stream. Thank you for that. Mario Brothers did a super chat and said, I'm very excited to see some Lost Judgment. Me too. I'm very excited because, again, game was so good 2 years ago. I can only imagine this one's going to be just as good. Hopefully better, but maybe just as good. All right. And Kevin, again, did another super chat. $2. He says, Sony fanboys, bitch the fuck out. Xbox confirmed. Best audio. It's not that it's any better. It's that you can use it, you know, if you're a content creator. I just don't know why Sony thought it was okay to remove features, right? Oh, last console gen, this was a major feature. Let's remove it on this gen. What? Why? The other weird thing about it is, so last gen, both consoles had optical audio out. This gen, they don't. So immediately, a lot of people who were using headphones for certain kinds of audio couldn't do it anymore. They had to find adapters or things to basically make it work without having an optical audio out port. Okay, fair enough. But now then they also turn off the dual audio out. It's like, dude, like you really fuck people over here, right? I just don't understand it. But at least, like I said, I'm getting the quality out of the Xbox Series X. So, okay. So anyway, thank you guys for those. Now we move on to tips. All right. So we start off today with Anso Kamaru, who tipped me $3. Starter tip of the day, and he says, I started Kenna last night on the PC. It's overloaded with beautiful scenery and charm. It's like playing a Pixar movie. I've avoided any and all spoilers or controversy about this game because I want to judge the game on my own thoughts. I hope you like it later, dude. The thing is, Anso Kamaru, there's literally nothing to be spoiled on because they wouldn't allow anyone to talk about it till this morning. So even if you had been paying attention, there were no reviews or nothing out till like a few hours ago. So that's good. Again, I like that. Why have everything about your game spoiled a week early? It's so dumb when they do this. They think that's going to sell more games. Everyone knows the fucking game. Half the people aren't going to buy it now. And this happens all the time. So, I'm actually happy they did it this way. Thank you for the first tip of the day. Rob on Wheels is here. He tipped me $9.21. He says, do you remember? So I'll continue. The 21st night of September. Do. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. But he goes, I still don't know what the lyrics are. It's one of those songs. He's singing so high-pitched, I don't know what he's saying. But it's still amazing. It still sounds so good. I don't know what the lyrics are, and I love the song. It's just one of those classics. Ladies and gentlemen, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Look them up. I mean it. One of the most talented bands that has ever existed. All the band members, not only were they incredibly musically talented and show people, you know, they dressed up nice, they danced on stage, they put on a show. They could all play instruments. They were all incredibly talented people. One of the best bands in history. Seriously. Give it a look if you haven't. And, you know, the reason we're all singing that today is because today is actually the 21st of September. So, do you remember when Phil tried to sing in September and he sounded terrible? Okay. All right. Continuing on, Green Day. Tip $4.20 is Wake Me Up When September. It's another September song. Wake me up when September ends. Wake me up when September ends. I owned that album. It's such a sad song. Right? It's like the innocence can never last. So wake me up when September ends. It's sad. It's a sad song. It makes me cry every time I sing it. Now I'm bawling. My whole face is covered in tears. Thank you very much. Green Day. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And CM Fool has tipped me $3. Says, DSP, what's scarier than Epic Mickey 2? Wahahaha. Man. There are things scarier than Epic Mickey 2, but I actually don't want to think about them because once you get past Epic Mickey 2 levels of scary, you could actually, like, hurt yourself, scar yourself. You have these emotional problems. Okay? Emotional problems. And I just don't want to have emotional problems on the stream today. I'm in way too good of a mood. Starting up the big gaming season of the year, about to play arguably one of the games that I know is going to be one of my favorite games of the year. The last thing I want to do is start having emotional problems. Okay? All right. All right, now, before we move on, once again, since now I've been on pre-stream here for about a half an hour, I want to direct everyone's attention to the top of the stream yet again. Please take a look. There's a pinned message. What does it say? I'm going to read it for you guys again. Mentioning drama from outside of the stream, and also any kind of story spoilers. It's always been against the rules here, so don't do either. You're going to might face moderation. I don't want to moderate anyone today, but I've already had to. I'm already sitting here and there's people trolling and saying stupid shit. That stuff has never been allowed on stream, okay? And it never will be. All right? Please understand that. Don't bring it up. I'm serious. I mean, there's no point. There's no point in bringing any of it up, okay? Good. And by the way, once again, if you happen to see a giant paragraph be spammed in the chat, if you just happen to see, for example, a giant super chat pop up, that's like a paragraph, chances are it's a spoiler. So be very wary that might happen today. I obviously don't want anyone having the whole game spoiled. What I do, anytime I see one of these big things, I immediately take a look and it looks like a spoiler. Boop, you're out of here. Okay. Hello, Jade. Good. How you doing today? Oh, I should bring this up, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We do have a couple new moderators. Both Ansheng Forever and Froggy the Kid have been moderated, and they are now they haven't been moderated. They've been made moderators, and they're going to help out with this very busy gaming season. Okay. Right now we are in the midst of a very busy gaming season, where there's going to be so much stuff going on at all times, and we're going to have more people in here, and sadly, of course, that means there's also going to be an increase in trolling activities, okay? So it's only natural this is going to be happening, and since this is going to be happening, you know, we essentially need to have more help, and that's why we got some people who have been moderated. I keep saying they've been moderated. They've been made moderators. I'm saying it completely wrong. And they're going to help out. Okay, so please be respectful for them. Please know that they're new. All right, they're new and they're here to help. Please don't be jerks about it, but understand that, you know, sometimes mistakes get made. If anyone feels like they've been moderated in error, you can always contact me, darksidephil. I can't even say my own email address. darksidephil@hotmail.com. In fact, that's how you get unbanned on YouTube. There's no way to be unbanned from this channel except me. I'm the only person who can unban any of you. Okay? That's it. So please understand that. Okay? Fair enough? Okay, I hope so. Okay. All right. And the bottom line is, if you're you know, if you're just being in line with the rules, you're being chill, you're enjoying the game and the gameplay and everything, nothing's gonna happen anyway, man. So you don't have to worry. No worries, my friends. All right, anything else? I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to cover. If not, I might go on my break early use the bathroom, and then come back and jump right into Lost Judgment. And I'm excited. I want to get as much gameplay in as possible. Swaggin says, do timeouts override being hidden? I've seen people get hidden and then timed. I don't know. If you hide someone as a moderator, essentially what happens is they could keep talking, but they might not even know that they're blocked or hidden, and I have to unhide them. There's no way to like undo it. It seems like I behind the scenes have to do these 2 different steps to unhide the person on the channel. Okay? To my knowledge, I have to manually do it. There's no way around it. That's what it seems like. So, I don't know. Again, this YouTube thing is all new, and it definitely works different from Twitch. We're trying to figure it out, but I'm pretty positive that once you're hidden for good until I undo it. That's what it seems like. So. Okay. Anything else? Any last-minute questions, contributions, or anything? All right. Anzo Kumar says, I wish I could play Judgment, but it's not on PC. Yeah, I think it's console only right now, right? Pretty sure they didn't bring it to PC. I think there was a big lawsuit about that, actually. They were afraid that if they brought it to PC, that people would mod it and fuck with it or something. I don't know. I think that's one of the reasons why the main character's like talent agency was embroiled in a lawsuit with the company. I don't know. All right. The talent agency is asking for more money for PC and worldwide distribution. I see. I see. All right. All right, I guess that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a break. All right? Let's take a break. Everyone grab a drink, a snack, use the restroom, do what you need to do. I'll be back in a few, and we'll start up with Lost Judgment. I'm excited to see, how good the game is. I really hope it's great. And I'll see you all in a few. Sound good? All right. I'll be right back.